Go on a journey with me as I explore nature and its inhabitants. Okay guys, it just seems like it never stops with me. I keep finding more things that could be done or altered or repaired. But anyhow, this is what I'm working on again. I am working on the monowheel, the hiker's cart, the hiker's wagon, the hiker's trailer, whatever you want to call it. But anyhow, the wheel on it, that's the subject right here, is the wheel. When I'd spin the wheel off the ground, it seems like it had like a little rough spot in it, like it had a bad bearing or something. And I was thinking, you know, that's going to be a shame. I go through all this effort to build that, and then the wheel quit working, or I need new bearings or a new wheel or whatever. So, you know, past experience as a child working on bicycles. And I did from an early age, rebuilding them, tearing them down, doing all kinds of wild and crazy stuff even with bikes. So I said, you know, I'm going to go and tear it down and clean it out and see if the bearing is bad. Well, here's all the little parts. There's all the little rags. It was pretty dirty. This here was pretty dirty. And I cleaned it up best I could. I had to use WD-40. I don't have a cleaning vat to put them in there and wash them all up with chemicals and stuff and clean them. So I had to do the best I could here in the backyard. But everything cleaned up and all the bearings are good, because when you got a bad bearing, one of those bearings is going to be gone. One of them's going to be gone. When you got a bad bearing or something, it's going to be gone. Or they're going to be flat looking. That's usually on a car, a lot of weight. But on a bicycle, they're not going to get flat. It's not a whole lot of weight there. But I did clean them up pretty good, and now I'm fixing to put it back together. But I did make some other modifications at the same time. Let me take you over here. This is where the back tire was. I added this on here. If this was standing upright like that, and this was my arm here was the floor, this would keep the wheel off the pavement or off the floor to where it wouldn't try to scoot out from under itself. This would keep it in place. So it could be stood up on the floor, this part on the floor. It could be stood up on the floor. So I welded this on there. It's lightweight stuff. I didn't want to add to the weight too much, because we're already at 15 pounds. It's probably a little heavier now. And then that piece off of the children's swing set. It was a teeter-totter type thing or something on there, and you put your feet on here and you can go back and forth, back and forth. Well, this is the foot part. The reason why I put that on there is because when I got back from the adventure of just trying it out in the woods, that I found that this bag here was rubbing the wheel, and then the bag on top of this was trying to rub the wheel too. So I needed something in here for like a little shelf. Okay, well, and then I also, you know, as you know, I got this big old bag here, so I fixate it. Is that the right vocabulary for what we're doing here? Sounds like we're going to do an operation and fixate it. But I fixed the bag where it wouldn't move. I put some of them little zip tie things here onto here, which stays on there. Because when you stand this up, let me see if I can stand it up without no wheel on it. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. See, it stays on there. I put zip ties up here too, where it stays. See, it'll stay on there. So I could unload and load that, and it's a part of the unit. See how the bag here will stay above the wheel? Once I put the wheel back on, and I got grease right over there, I'm going to put all that back together, that wheel and everything, put it all back together, and then I can put it back on there. I gave me enough room in there, enough distance on this little thing here to where I could take the wheel off. I pre-checked that out. That wasn't an accident this time. I mean, I actually... See there? See, everything just stays in place. I couldn't get any cooler than that, could it? Oh, and the belt. The belt right here, I had wires on there just temporarily. I was trying to figure how I'm going to mount that to this. Well, I decided just to go ahead and poke a hole in it and use a washer on each one and just bolt it directly to it. So this part here go around your waist. This will come up around your side and around the front, and it's asphyxiated to you. So everything's looking good. The only thing I got left to do is see this little wobble right here. This little wobble. What I'm going to do is pull this back over, pull that screw out. I'm going to drill a hole all the way through this and put a bolt. Put a bolt through there. Each one of them. I'm going to put a bolt through there. And I think that's going to be the end of this chapter for, you know, for fixing and modifying and stuff. I can't think of anything else to do. Heck, I'm rebuilding the back wheel. What more can a person say, you know? But the bike did have a hard life. I did find this little washer right here was kind of bent a little bit. It might have been making that kind of hesitation, turn, you go around it, kind of be a little tight spot. You know, it'd just be a little tight spot. But anyhow, I straightened it, and I got the grease, the hard grease. Grease was in there, was so hard it's like a rock. That could have slowed it down too. You know, where it just had that little hesitation would go around. But no matter what kind of tire wheel you got on it, if you got bearings, and it's smart to have bearings on your mono cart. I like it. There's so many names. You know, they even got one that stands up like that. It's called a mule. I don't know what the price is, but if you Google it, you'll see. Well, you got to put cart or something and put mule, and it almost stands straight up, and it's pretty neat looking the way it's designed. But I'm not doing that, and I'm just rattling. Okay, information. But anyhow, I need to get off camera and put this back together, and then we'll look at it. Man, it's been a few days since I put one of these back together. I should have did a dry run, put all the parts back together with no grease on it. But no, I'm trying to do it right. I got this, right? So I grease all the bearings up, then I start putting it together, and I was wrong about 3-4 different ways. And then I finally just got it back in there. It's got a good smooth turn to it now. So, time to put it back on there. See how easy it goes on there? See all this here? Uh-oh, wrong way. Stupid me. Here we go. This way. It just slides in place. 90 wrenches. Got to center the. This is the time to center the wheel up. One side tight, and then check your wheel. Okay, I got to loosen this side up. Pull it back and give me a little slack here where I can align it. Usually you pull it against your chain on a bike and then align it and tighten the chain up by pulling your wheel back. That's how you tighten your chain up. But there's no chain on here. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's just what I wanted. Here. Now as far as the brakes go, I can hook this back up for the bottom brake, but it's not necessary. As far as this brake goes, if I go up in the mountains, I will put a cable on there, but I'm not going in the mountains. That's me trying to be funny. Okay guys, I guess that's it. Next time you'll see this will be back out in the woods. And I'm sure he's going to do great. But what I'm going to do now, hang on. I got to get the gear out of all of this. I got to get all the gear out of that. That's my camera bag right there. But I've got some other stuff. I've got my little stove there. All of that's got to go in that pack. And it can stay in that pack until I get ready to go camping, then it's in there. All I got to do is add food. Add food, add a new idea or something and take it with me. And big old bag, man, that's a duffel bag. But here's the name right here. I tried looking it up and couldn't find it. I found some other ones and it was like $80. I didn't give $80 for this. It was just left behind. Left behind. It says made in USA. I guess so, it's Army stuff. They call this pattern here digital. You probably already knew that though. But this is a hiking bag. See the straps here? And then it's got handles here. And then it's got another handle here. And it's got another handle here that I'm using. I'm using those two handles to tie it down to here. And that's going to come in handy. It already is. And it's welded in place. Welded in places down there. Okay. But now if I did ever need more room, more stuff to go, I could add a thing here, but I got to be careful. I got to be able to get that wheel out, and the wheel won't go that way. It's got to come out this way. So this here would have to be hinged. It'd have to be hinged here and bolt it down. But I could add a place for some more stuff to go up here, like a wide fender or something. But anyhow, that is pretty much it until next time. I hope to see you in the woods. See you then. Bye. Get out and have something. Do something. Have fun. Build something. Bye. I just can't help myself to add one more note. See, it's standing up over here. It's standing up. It's not going to move. It's almost like a refrigerator or a cabinet. It's just like a cabinet. See? Just open that up. Stack the stuff in there. I might even do some woodwork or something that's lightweight and make little shelves and little dividers in there, little dividers, which would be shelves. And that way everything I have its own little place there. If I want to change it out, I can change it out. Yeah, this is pretty neat. It's just standing up there, just waiting. What are you going to do with me? What I'm going to do is take all that stuff like I said earlier, and go through it. If anything needs to be washed or cleaned, I'll wash and clean it. If it don't, it goes over here. And I may make little shelves, little quickie dividers there. Okay, I did one more mod to this. Let me show you what it does. This is a golf club here. I cut the end of it off. This is a lug nut right here. I'll get you in closer. I cut the end of the golf club off and ground it down where it sticks up in there. And now you can move it anywheres. Let me get you a little closer. See, you can remove this, slide it out of there, and then you let this down and you roll it around wherever you need to go. If you go right there, that's good. And then you stick that in there. I'm on top of a cord. Yeah, mosquitoes are getting bad again. Well, so you can park it anywhere you need to. Maybe dark around here, I don't know, but you can get to your stuff. I got it zipped up right now. But if you're in the woods or wherever, you can park it like that and get to your stuff. And this is lightweight enough. This little stem right here, this little golf club thing, is lightweight enough to where you can stick it in the bag. Here's the end I cut off. Pretty neat, huh? I mean, it's pretty doggone stable too. For no more than what's holding. All it's holding is that little piece on the front that I welded on, and this stem right here. That's it. It's me shaking it. Yeah, that way you can get to all your stuff when you're in the woods. That's it. I promise you, I'll see you. That's it. I'm done. No more talking. That's it, guys, for this adventure. I'll see you on the next one.
Viewing the video, or giving us a like, or subscribing makes us want to bring on a little more entertainment. Don't you agree?